Hi, my name is Koku with blackfilm.com, and I'm here with KMichelle, and we're here to talk about her new Lifetime show, My Killer Body with KMichelle. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
I
having me.
I am so glad that I'm here to talk to you. I've always loved your energy. You're about probably the most like really keep a real person, right?
Thank you.
No. That is appreciated about you. And obviously we know K Michelle from her music. She's one of the best pure singers of our time. You can't take that away from you.
Thank you. Thank
Yes. And you've won awards, and we do know you from different reality TV shows.
you.
But this is something that's completely different than what other celebrities would even probably want to do because it exposes them, right?
Hmm.
But you've been incredibly honest about your journey. What made you decide to give yourself to these women as well to help them on in their journeys?
I think it's very important to just be honest with who you are and what you're going through, especially if you have always told people the truth. You can't
Mhm,
just tell people the good and then not tell them bad as well. I've never been that type of person. I know I have a lot of people watching me.
mhm,
So I take pride in that. A lot of people listen to my advice and, they see the good, they see the bad with me, they take from it.
mhm,
So this wasn't going to be like anything different. It was going to be the same thing for me. I was always going to speak what's
mhm.
true.
I mean, but there's just a uniqueness too that when you sit down with these women and you speak with their stories. I mean, honestly, and I'm being very sincere. There are moments where I was even in tears because it's so emotional, and you can feel their pain. But it's how you walk them through it, and even how you held some of those girls accountable. Like, listen.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you want to come into it like 100. You want to come through to it honest. And that's what it is. Like if someone needs to call me out, that's fine. I take it. So when you come around me, it's the same terms.
Mhm, mhm. So I want to talk about some of the things that you said you've experienced, and even some of the things were on the show. And when you were trying to have the silicone removed, you were saying the removal has to be done a certain kind of way. And just speaking to that experience, I just didn't know that could happen.
Hmm.
So leakage and things like that. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's just depending on your body
Mm-hmm.
and what your body takes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not supposed to be in your body as is. So everyone is going to react differently to it, but you're going to have some type of reaction to it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, when I think about the perceptions of beauty and like the beauty standards and the things that have come over the years, I mean, in a way, like, because I've always been interested about like this idea of like injections and
Mhm.
implants and things like that. But like, we're like living in a time now where we're starting to see the effects of those procedures. And so that's just super scary. So like, what do you say to people? Like, I mean, like I don't even know how to put this in words, but it's just watching these women and seeing the
Mhm.
scars, seeing what they were willing to put themselves through. So just when someone says like, I want injections, like where were you at when you decided that you wanted to get them at some point?
It's probably been about 8, 9 years now. So
Hmm.
at a completely different mental space and, different purpose.
Hmm.
And I just knew that people that were popular had been doing it and it was something that I wanted to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's what I did.
And then I always have this wonder about it. Do you think that plastic surgery itself, like when you start to make, what you may perceive as improvements, do you think it's addictive?
Ah, yeah, I think it can be.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think it'll always be this need for perfection.
Right.
And I think it can be that.
Hmm. Hmm. And so I want to talk about just one of the episodes. One of the ones that was just some spectacular cheerleader was Brooklyn with her mother, and that just even you seem taken aback in that episode. I mean, such an intelligent,
Brooklyn was not playing with us. Let me
not
tell
at
you
all.
something. She was with her mother, and that's how a mother should be. She was with her mother. She was definitely all in.
All in,
So,
yes.
mhm,
And
yeah,
then
that was a lot, but it was great to see.
I loved it. But you know what else was so interesting to me is that in all of these situations, people with their partners or whether or not it was their mother or what have you, You notice that their partners didn't even want them to try to go through with the corrections. It's just like, I still love you just the way that you are, really, you know? So again, it becomes like an internal mindset type of thing.
Yeah, it becomes something that you have to take in, like what you're doing the surgery for. You have to accept the consequences if if it's something you're going to do. So the whole process is a mindset thing.
Hmm. The one thing you did say though is that you did say that you didn't mind getting your breast implants.
Oh no, I don't want to. I mean, I'm not against plastic surgery at all. I'm just
Mhm.
against it and not doing your research,
Uh,
research and knowing what's going on,
mhm,
with your body and with yourself. It's
mhm,
about doing it the right way and knowing that even if it's the right way, that there still can be complications. It's being real about it.
mhm, mhm. And so let's talk about Dr. Rubenstein because I mean, he was
Mhm.
just such a
He's so
light.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. He was such a light, and he really helped these women along, and he did not make anybody feel uncomfortable. He had just like, because some doctors are just doctors, but he had like really strong bedside manner,
Mhm.
and didn't he didn't seem to be accusatory or attacking because the decisions that they made may not have been, the best at the time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Dr. Rubenstein is a great doctor. I've never had surgery with him,
Mhm.
but just how he cares for his patients, how
Mhm.
passionate he is about the situations, that really is something that I was happy to work with him on
Mhm.
and really talk to his patients who really adore him.
Mhm. Mhm. So what would you like people to get from this show overall? What's the best, message?
I would like for people to get that we all are human. We make our decisions, and through
Mhm.
your decisions, you're gonna have to live with them, good or bad.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
beating yourself up isn't the way to
Mhm.
correct it. You're just wasting days when life is already short.
Mhm. That's powerful. And then what's next for you, Miss K. Michelle?
Just my last R&B album, my country album, and just kind of, working and staying in my peace.
Mhm. I've been really looking forward to that country album because you do, even the way you sing. I mean, you're a Memphis girl, of course, but
Um,
it has that tone to it, right? So
mhm.
I know that you're definitely gonna kill that. So I think that a lot of us been looking forward to that. Mhm.
Yes, I'm really excited. There's been a lot of support in that,
That's
and
good.
I'm excited about that.
I was gonna ask you, is there any like breaking into the country space? Do you feel like you've had more challenges than most trying to do that, or are people trying to sway you from doing it because you've had success in R&B?
Like earlier in my career, yes, my record label was very against me doing it and gave me a very hard time.
Mhm.
Right now, no one can really tell me what to do, and I do what I want. And this is the time. In Nashville, it is open,
Mhm.
and this is the time for it.
Mhm. I just want to again say, I think one of the things I can even say to the point of admiring about you is that you really, really stand, you're very honest. You are who you are, and you always, you stand up for women. I mean, this show is just incredible. People just need to see it, even if you've never had plastic surgery or you're thinking about plastic surgery. Um, when people see you in this space the way that it is, it's going to bring them to tears because you really
Mhm.
were being a friend. So I really appreciate you for that.
Yeah, and I talked to those girls. Like I talked to one of them a couple days ago. Like I genuinely talked to them, and it's like creating a whole new sisterhood.
Mhm,
And I can't help every day, but
mhm.
I am there to listen when I can.
No, I could tell there was an honest authenticity to that. So that was wonderful to see. So I appreciate you for that. Mhm,
Thank you.
mhm. Once again, my name is Koku with blackfilm.com. I'm here with KMichelle. We're talking about KMichelle, My Killer Body with KMichelle, and it's on Lifetime right now. There's about 7 episodes up right now. I watched all of them. I marathon. Yeah, I did. And it's great. So everybody, you
And it
must
comes on
watch it.
tonight.
Oh,
Well, it
good.
comes on tonight. I don't know when this airs, but it comes on tonight.
I'll
Every
get it up.
Thursday night.
Every Thursday night. Great. So
Mhm.
everybody, you gotta watch it. You're gonna see K Michelle, and you're gonna see the K Michelle that you know, but you're gonna love her even more.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Take care.
All right.
If you want to see more content like this on blackfilm.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell.